back to Miss Cindy's Kitchen. Tonight I'm going to show you how to make something entirely new. All these summer gatherings, you can take a brand new side dish rather than the standard macaroni salad. We are going to be making Hawaiian macaroni salad. Basically, the first step, you start out with your macaroni noodles cooked a little softer than you would have for macaroni and cheese. So you want to have them soft cooked. And then a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Toss that. And then we're going to mix it in. You start out with the warm noodles, whereas other macaroni salads you cool them off first. Get the nice vinegar in the air here. That's going to add a little tang. And then you cover them up for 15 minutes. It says cover in plastic wrap. Well, I have a covered plastic bowl, so why not? So cover that up for 15. And let me set the timer. Maddie's dying clothes. So 15. So while that's cooking, we're going to make the cream sauce. And basically, the way this recipe comes together is you have the warm noodles with the vinegar, 15 minutes so it can soak in. In the meantime, you're making the cream dressing, which is 1.5 cups of mayonnaise, half a cup of milk, preferably whole. We're using 2% with a little bit of half and half thrown in for creaminess. And then it's a teaspoon of black pepper, and it calls for a half a teaspoon of sea salt. However, I'm putting in almost a teaspoon too because it does add a lot of flavor. And sea salt's not as salty as table salt. It's a little bit more flavorful than salty. And then we also add in a tablespoon of brown sugar to the cream sauce. And then we can, in addition to all that, for the cream sauce, we can add additional apple cider vinegar for more tang. And when I made it the other day, I added at least another 2 or 3 tablespoons to the dressing, and I thought that tasted really good. And then for the vegetable components of this, we have 1.5 cups of shredded carrots, a 1/4 cup of finely chopped red onion, 2 stalks of celery diced, and scallions, the green onions, 3 of those sliced up really small. And you add those ingredients in stages. So let's make the cream dressing. So in this mixing bowl, we're going to add in 1.5 cups of regular mayonnaise. My preferable one is Best Foods. Although I have found that Walmart is a decent store brand as far as the way it compares to Best Foods. So, but if you're in the East Coast, it's Hellman's over there. And if you're in the South, I hear Duke's is pretty awesome too. So, anyway, that is 1.5 cups of mayonnaise, half a cup of milk, to which we are going to add a tablespoon of brown sugar and salt and pepper, a teaspoon of black pepper, and just under a teaspoon of sea salt. That's going to make a very simple dressing.
Now, the one ingredient I have not heard you call that's usually Hawaiian is pineapple.
No, that's for pizza, in honor of my sister-in-law who loves pineapple on her pizza. So this particular version of macaroni is actually, it's entirely a Hawaiian specialty where they fix it with their plate lunches.
Oh, okay.
So it's a completely different version. It's just like there's some people have a hot German potato salad, or your standard potato salad with mayonnaise, mustard, pickles, and onions, and egg. It's just a completely different flavor profile. And the kids weren't sure about it because it was kind of different, but they really liked it.
Yeah.
So, let's see. We still got a few minutes before the noodles have soaked up their vinegar. So, Make sure you like and subscribe and share to your friends and give us your feedback, and we'll bring you back and show you the second stage in the assembly of this lovely salad. Alright, and we're back for stage 2 of our prep. Basically, I'm going to give the noodles a toss just to loosen them up. They're still warm, and that's going to help some of the cream dressing to absorb. So what we do at this stage, we're going to add in half of our dressing that we made. And during the break, I added about another 2.5 tablespoons of the apple cider vinegar. So that's about half of the dressing. So I added that to the vinegar to, I really like the tang of it. And this is a 1/4 cup of diced red onion. And then 1.5 cups shredded carrot. Whoops. And we're going to give this a good stir. I find scooping and turning is a good way to stir and get everything incorporated.
How is this different than folding?
It's kind of the same thing as folding, because you're kind of scooping and turning gently.
Okay.
I just find that this gets the pasta that's at the bottom of the bowl stirred up and over.
Okay.
And the same thing with the cream sauce that's down at the bottom. So now that we have got this part done, we're going to put it in the refrigerator for an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So while we put this in the refrigerator, we're going to go eat our dinner. I made pork chop Spanish rice, which is on a previous episode of my channel. It's it's a family favorite.
We'll put that link up toward the end of the video.
Yeah, we'll do that. So make sure you like and subscribe and share to your friends and give us your feedback, and we'll be back with you shortly. All right, welcome back. And as usual, I've got my cabinets open. Anyway, we have let this sit for an hour, and again, this is the macaroni salad. That was stage 2, where we put half of the cream dressing and the 1/4 cup of red onions and the 1.5 cups of shredded carrots. And then we let it sit in the fridge for an hour, covered. So I'm going to give it a quick stir. And see, most of the dressing is kind of soaked in. That's why you make so much dressing. So I'm going to give this a quick stir. So we're going to plop that in there. Again, that's the dressing made from 1.5 cups of mayo, half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of milk, a tablespoon of brown sugar, and about a teaspoon of sea salt and a teaspoon of black pepper. And then I added a little extra apple cider vinegar to that. So, now that we've got that out of there, tap this off. Whoops. That's one benefit of having a dog that's a food addict. She gets any drips and drops that I make when I cook. Alright. So, this is 2 stalks of celery diced. I'm going to put that in there. And it calls for 3 scallions. And the other day, I had a bundle of 9, so I sliced them all up. The first round of macaroni salad that we had for 4th of July, I used 1/3. So now that we have 2/3 of 9 left, I'm going to take half of this, which is 3 scallions, and put that in there. And who says you won't use math in your adult life? So, okay. And a scoop and turn. Scoop and turn. We're having our 4th of July gathering at work tomorrow. We're doing it later because a lot of people were having extra days attached to the holiday. So, doing it on Friday after the holiday. So, since I recently discovered this Hawaiian macaroni salad, I thought, you know what? That'd be a perfect side dish for a hot dog lunch. So, we're going to have hot dogs tomorrow, and everybody's bringing sides and desserts and whatnot. So, now that we've mixed this all up, It needs to sit in the fridge for 3 hours at least before serving. That way all the flavors can meld and marry. So anyway, we'll bring you back when it's ready to try. And in the meantime, make sure you've liked and subscribed and shared this video to all your friends and give us your feedback. And we'll see you again soon. Welcome back to Miss Cindy's Kitchen. The macaroni salad has fully chilled in the fridge for an additional 3 hours from the last time we spoke with you. And it is now ready to eat.
So this is something you would make that you could put together and then let it cool and...
Yeah, just do other projects while it's going through its different stages. Because all it is a little of this, put it in the fridge, then bring it out, do something else, and put it back in the fridge. I did it on Tuesday while I was fixing other treats for, I almost said St. Patrick's Day. For Independence Day. Anyway, Logan is now home from his very long day at school, and he's going to try the macaroni salad.
Yay, Logan!
Yeah, focus on Logan, not the sink full of dishes. We're a family that cooks a lot and eats a lot. Yeah.
That's really good.
So Logan,
When you said Hawaiian Mac, I thought there was going to be like pineapple and ham in it.
That's what he was saying
that's what I
earlier.
was saying earlier, yeah.
Exactly. So, anyway, thank you again for joining us tonight. And make sure you like and subscribe and share to your friends. And give us your feedback and let us know if you've tried this new recipe for macaroni salad. I found it on the Facebook page for Slow Roasted Italian. I'll try to put have a recipe card put in there, or at least in the description. It's really easy. It sounds complicated because it's multiple steps, and the total time is like 4 hours. However, most of the time is just fix it and let it chill. You're not actually slaving over it. So anyway, have a great evening. See you again soon.
Thank you for watching Miss Cindy's Kitchen. To get more recipes like this one, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Share it out to your friends, family, and neighbors, and leave us a comment to let us know how this recipe worked for you. And don't forget to hit that like button. Again, thank you for watching Miss Cindy's Kitchen.